My first memory was I had designed a computer and was building it in a garage down the street with a friend, and he said, you have to meet this other guy. He went to our high school, and his name is Steve Jobs, and he was very fast thinking. He had an idea. He wanted to go here, he wanted to go there, he wanted to go there. He was almost driven with a lot of anxiety and hypermotion, but he had great thoughts and he had great thinking. He also had this drive to have a role at first. Eventually it would become like power, control, but a role of just having input into every major department and development in the company.
Was he a control freak?
The impression I got was that he wanted very much to be in control of the quality of products so that they wouldn't slip from insanely great down to just plain great. And everybody, almost everybody who watched him from the outside and from the inside close to him agrees with that. Don't call it control freak. I mean, so he had to explain. You have to tell people, you know, this is not good enough. You got to go back and do it again. Is that a control freak? I mean, you're the CEO. By definition, you are the control. I was so stunned because I have very dramatic memories of where I was when the Beatles were on Ed Sullivan, when I heard that JFK had been shot, and I'll never get this memory out of my head, just where I was, just getting a phone call from a reporter. And they just said, have you heard the news? And I instantly knew what that meant. And it was just a total shock. Like, what do you say? It's like the world lost a John Lennon. I mean, Steve was clearly the most outstanding business thinker, and almost everybody who's high up in the technology business recognized that somehow he had the ability to think out new ways of doing things, not just ways to improve what we have, do a better version of something, but do it in a totally different way that the world would swing towards. And then I think back to just all the times we had together, very, very good times that you have when you're young, you know, and then he was always thinking about certain technology, the early products that got developed, the building parts, what those might lead to in our future. And he was always pushing me as an engineer. Could you possibly add this someday? Could you possibly add that someday? Yes, 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 I could, thinking, no, it's way, way off. But eventually we all did.
Do you think Steve Jobs gets too much credit?
Oh, no, I never try to think that. No, no. Well, sometimes in some areas he gets credit for what other people deserve. But you know what? No, he actually seems to be, I don't know, maybe he was trying to orchestrate everything seems to come from him when it came from large groups of people. He acknowledges everyone, really. He was always very friendly and nice to me. So I'd say no. I think he's the greatest technology leader of our lives. I think he did a lot to improve my life and your life, and deserves that credit. We went into the garage when we were two young people with no money. You have to work out of your home. We had jobs on the side. We had nobody that could loan us money. We had no business experience. We're like a million young people who were so excited about the future they might have someday in business, making something just out of their ideas. That's what we were. And over and over and over, all the products of Apple, from iPhones and iPads, iPods, these were just unbelievable life changers. And almost everyone who heads a technology company looks at Steve Jobs as, where did he get the ideas to do it the right way? We were just the lucky partnership. He was lucky to have me in the beginning, but I am much, incredibly lucky to him for everything in my life. He gets a reputation for being a strong leader and being brash, but to me he was just always so kind, such a good friend, and I'm just going to miss him.